Your top 10%. How to spot and reward your highest spending customers by hand. A handful of repeat buyers often account for most of your revenue. Here's how to find them and keep them close. Open your order history right now and scroll to the bottom. Somewhere in that list, buried between one-time buyers and refund requests, are 3 or 4 names that show up again and again. They bought your first ebook in March, your template pack in April, and your mini course last week. Nobody flagged them for you. No dashboard pinged you. They're just sitting there, quietly worth more than the other 90-something% of your customer list combined. And most creators never notice because nobody's asking them to look. Why this handful of people matters more than your follower count. Every creator obsesses over top-of-funnel numbers, followers, link clicks, launch day traffic. Almost none of them spend 20 minutes a month looking at who's already paying them repeatedly. That's backwards. A new follower is a stranger you have to convince from zero. A repeat buyer has already crossed every trust threshold. They know your product delivers. They know checkout is painless. And they've already decided you're worth their money more than once. Selling to them again is dramatically easier than selling to someone new. And yet most creators direct all their energy at the harder problem. This is the same idea behind the classic 80-20 rule applied to a creator storefront. A small core of buyers tends to generate an outsized share of total revenue. You don't need a spreadsheet full of cohort charts to see it. You need to actually read your customer list and orders the way you'd read a group chat, looking for the names that keep coming up. If your list is scattered across platforms right now, open your store.fan and let one link start collecting that history in a single place. The manual LTV scan. A 20-minute exercise, not a dashboard project. Lifetime value sounds like something that requires a business intelligence tool. It doesn't. For a store with a few hundred orders, you can do this by hand, and honestly, doing it by hand forces you to actually read the names and notice patterns a chart would flatten out. Here's the process. Export or open your full order history in the dashboard and sort by customer email or name so repeat purchases sit next to each other. Scroll through once, just tallying. Put a mental, or literal, tick next to any email that appears 2 or more times. For each repeat name, jot down 2 numbers. Total number of orders, and total amount spent across all of them. Separately, scan for single big cart buyers. Someone who bought your $9 template plus your $49 course plus a coaching call in one sitting counts even if it was a single order. Rank your shortlist by total spend, not by order count. 3 small purchases can add up to less than 1 big one. Stop once you've got 10 to 20 names, or roughly the top 5-10% of your total customer count, whichever is smaller. Keep it low-tech on purpose. A plain notes doc or a simple spreadsheet with 3 columns, name, total orders, total spent, is genuinely enough. The goal is a short list you can act on this week, not a permanent analytics system. You can always build something fancier once you're doing this every month. What actually counts as a top customer? Don't just chase the single biggest transaction. A person who bought $199 course once and never came back is worth noting. But a person who's bought 4 smaller things across 6 months has told you something more valuable. They keep choosing you. Both patterns deserve attention, but they call for different responses. Use this quick reference to sort what you're seeing. That last row matters more than it looks. A customer who had a rough first experience, but came back anyway, is telling you they believe in what you're building. That's worth a real reply from your built-in inbox, not a generic auto-response. And if you're ever unsure how to handle a tricky refund then rebuy situation, it's worth a quick message to contact support before you decide how to respond. Turning the list into action. VP perks that don't require a loyalty program. You don't need a membership tier or a point system to make top spenders feel seen, though a membership product is a great next step once you've validated the pattern. The fastest wins are almost embarrassingly simple, and they cost you nothing but a few minutes of attention. Send a short, specific thank you email through the dashboard. Mention what they bought. Not a generic thanks for your support. Create a one-time discount code just for this list and email it directly, not as a broadcast to everyone. Give them 24-48 hours of early access before you announce a new product publicly. Ask 2 or 3 of them directly what they'd want to see next. Repeat buyers give the most useful feedback because they have real context. If someone's bought from you 3+ times, tell them explicitly, "You're one of my most loyal customers, and I wanted you to know I noticed." A discount code blasted to everyone trains people to wait for sales. The same code sent privately to 10 people who already trust you reads as recognition, not marketing. This is where discount codes earn their keep as a relationship tool rather than a blunt acquisition lever. A code that only your top spenders know about doesn't cheapen your pricing for everyone else. It just says thank you to the people who already proved they'll pay full price. Make it a monthly habit, not a one-time scan. The first time you do this exercise, it'll feel like a small research project. By the 3rd month, it's a 15-minute Sunday ritual. Open the order list, see who's moved up, see who's gone quiet. A customer who bought twice in your first scan, but hasn't shown up since is a signal too. Maybe they need a nudge, a new product that fits what they bought before, or just a check-in email asking how the last purchase worked out for them. If you're running broadcast emails for launches already, add a second, smaller list to your routine. Your repeat buyer shortlist. Segmenting even this crudely, everyone versus your proven top spenders, changes what you say and how personal it feels, without needing any complicated tooling. Curious how other creators structure this kind of outreach? More guides on the blog dig into email segmentation and launch sequencing in more depth. Why this matters more once you're actually running a real store. None of this works if you don't have a central place where every purchase, repeat or not, actually lands somewhere you can see it. That's the whole case for consolidating sales into one storefront instead of scattering links across 5 platforms. When everything funnels through one link, your order history becomes a genuine record of who your real customers are, not just guesses based on comment activity or DMs. If you haven't consolidated yet, start free and pull your first month of orders into one place. You'll be surprised how fast a pattern shows up even with a small list. Check out a live example store to see what a fuller storefront with real products looks like in practice. And if you're wondering whether this is worth the manual effort versus waiting for fancier reporting tools, remember, the creators compounding their income aren't the ones with the best dashboards. They're the ones who actually read their own order history and act on what it tells them. That's a habit, not a feature, but store.fan gives you the raw material to build it on, from the customer list to the inbox to discount codes, all without needing a separate CRM. Key takeaways. A small slice of repeat buyers usually drives a disproportionate share of revenue. This is normal, not a fluke. You don't need analytics software to find them. Your existing customer list and order history are enough. Look for 2 signals: purchase count, how often, and total spend, how much. Not just the biggest single order. VIP treatment doesn't require a loyalty program. Early access, a discount code, or a real thank you note works. The point isn't just gratitude. Repeat buyers are cheaper to sell to again than new followers are to convert. Start your creator store, free, at store.fan.